I'm Dana Denha, and you're watching FYI. Monarchs have been fighting for their lives for years, with the population declining at a rapid rate. Now, a couple of Ann Arbor institutions are swooping to the rescue to give these butterflies a fighting chance. The city of Ann Arbor's golf courses can now add Butterfly Sanctuary to their list of accomplishments.
The Monarchs in the Rough program is a great initiative to create awareness for the decline of the butterfly population. What's amazing is it's only been happening since like 1999 that the population has declined by 80–90%.
The idea is to bring the golf course into play, and they can donate open areas to be able to establish the landscape that the butterflies need to be able to sustain.
The monarchs are a huge asset to the environment, and it's the milkweed plant that's that lone plant that they need to lay their eggs on and that they eat when they're young. So it's a very important plant. The milkweed, the monarch, is a very important species for pollinators, for the environment, and they're in trouble, and we're trying to help.
There's been an increased population of bumblebees, bees, wasps that are basically also benefiting from the natural areas. It's not just about monarchs.
One of my favorite old Chinese proverbs is the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The second best time is now. I want someone to look back and say, wow, what these folks started 30 years ago has really helped where we are today.
Stay tuned, and we'll be back shortly with more news and information. Summer break is a blast as kids move away from the strict schedule of the school year to the freedom the season brings. But just because they're taking a break from the classroom does not mean they need a break from learning. Watch. The Ann Arbor Hands-On Museum's Summer of Space is making learning about our solar system interactive.
The August theme is Strange World, Stranger Creatures, so the theme is focusing on what would life be like on a different planet that isn't Earth. But we've also talked about planets that we've discovered using the crazy space telescopes that can see really far into space, and we found planets that we think could support life because they are similar in conditions to Earth.
The hands-on activities reveal the way creatures evolve with their environments.
We're talking about blubber by demonstrating that if the kids put their hand in the ice water without anything on, it'll be really cold. But if they put it in the bag of shortening and then put it in the water, they won't feel the cold at all. So that's how whales and other creatures survive in these extreme Arctic conditions. And it's how life might survive on another planet that is much colder than Earth. They get to choose what they want to do and how they explore the space. So with all of our activities, they also get to choose how they interact with the activity, what questions they want to ask, what things they want to explore. So everything is tried to be very interactive and hands-on.
Hi. Here in Michigan, we love good eats on the grill and a warm campfire. But before you ignite those flames, there's some need-to-know safety info. Learn more in this month's City Roundup in 60.
Hi, my name is Mike Kennedy. I'm the fire chief for the Ann Arbor Fire Department, here today to talk about fire safety. We have a lot of information on the city website, a2gov.org/fire, for both grilling safety along with outdoor fireplace safety. For grilling safety, we recommend keeping grills at least 10 feet away from a structure. If you have hot coals, never throw them into the trash. That can cause a fire. And for outdoor fire safety, you can't have campfires in the city of Ann Arbor. They have to be 25 feet from a structure. You are also allowed to have portable fireplaces. Those have to be 15 feet from a structure. You need to make sure that they're tended at all times and they're completely extinguished before you leave. There's some additional guidance and requirements that are available on the city website. Please go there, check it out. If you have any other questions, please let us know. We're happy to answer.
Life can seem mundane at times, just going through the motions, day in and out. And for Stanley, that's all about to change as unexpected guests stop by to celebrate Stanley's birthday. Joining me is Adrian Diffy, director and actor for the birthday party. Welcome back to the show, Adrian.
Thank you. Thanks.
So why don't you tell me a little bit more about the birthday party? And before the show, we were talking about the playwright Harold Pinter and what sort of attracted you to this play and this playwright.
Well, but Harold Pinter is a name in Britain that's really known by everybody, and I really mean that. People who don't even go to theatre, you know of Harold Pinter. So he's written some 60 plays, and he's directed, worked in films. The French Lieutenant's Woman and The Homecoming are two areas that a lot of people have heard of. He's a person who I'd say is academic in his writing, in that it's, it's quite heavy at times, and it's a unique style. There's even Pinter-esque dialogue. That means, for people who know theatre, say a Pinter pause, so that nothing's said for a few seconds. And he's actually, that's been incorporated in the vocabulary of theatre. So he really is.
So he's
he's
like a part of the history.
He is,
of it.
and he's now a theatre in the West End from 2011, the Comedy Theatre, which is built in 1811. One of the oldest West End theatres, was named after him when he died in 2008. And he also received the Nobel Prize for Literature.
Wow, yeah.
So the theatre is actually the Pinter Theatre now in London. And
are his plays comedic, or?
They range. Again, he probably, I'd say, theatre of the absurd.
Yeah.
We started with that, but they are dark comedies. And The Birthday Party is certainly one of those. His second play, full-length play that he wrote.
So this is an early work of his as well.
Yes, 1958. Yeah. So we're setting it in the late 60s on stage, and I'm attracted to it for many reasons, not least because it's a two-act, and Mind the Gap company we try and do English, Irish, Scottish, Welsh playwrights, and plays that are probably a little bit longer than the sort of average play here that you see, which tends to be one act,
2 hours. Yeah.
So I'm attracted to it because it's difficult. It's a difficult play to do, but I think I've got a good cast, and we'll try and do it justice.
What makes this play difficult?
I think the dialogue, to give the meaning to the dialogue, get behind it and put those pauses in the right places.
The Pinter pause?
The Pinter pause is right, yeah. It starts off very, very lightly and an ordinary situation, and it goes towards a birthday party scene, which is quite dark, quite menacing. And I just think it's a great play. I have performed in it a while ago.
Okay, so you're very familiar with it.
I'm very familiar with the play, yeah.
Yeah, I think the great thing about your production company, Mind the Gap, is that you are bringing plays here that nobody else is.
Yes.
I've never heard of this play before, and like a lot of times with other theater companies, you might be hearing about the same play over and over again from different companies with different actors, which is great.
Sure.
But like, it's also nice to have someone fill a niche that's not being filled in the area.
And that's what we thought we would do, and that's what we've done with these last 3 productions. We did The Lesson, which is a Ionesco French play translated in English, and then last year we did Happy Birthday Dear Alice, and with an Irish playwright.
Oh yeah, you love the birthdays.
We love the birthdays. I don't know what we do next.
We got to find another birthday play for you. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about this actual play? So Stanley's the lead, right?
If there is a lead, yes. I mean, I'm not sure.
It kind of centers around his story.
Yes, he's a principal character. So he's a guest at a boarding house, or would you term it a guest house?
A boarding house is a term I think we all know.
Good.
Yeah.
I always double check on these.
Yeah.
So he's been there for about 9 months, and he seems to be hiding from something or someone, and he's not. He's not a very energetic character. He's
keeps to himself.
Yeah, and he's he's got a kind of strange relationship with the owner of the guest house. But I'll leave that for the
Yeah,
the
we
play
don't want
itself
to
too
give it
much.
all away. We want people to kind of come and see.
No, and he, in the end, he actually leaves the guest house, and that's part of the story.
Okay.
So I'm not going to.
So it's very mysterious.
It is, and I think at the end the audience will be able to make up their minds in different ways, with different, because Pinter's not one for giving you everything wrapped up neatly.
Well, and personally as a viewer, I appreciate that. I like that about things because after you leave a movie or a play, and then you can have that conversation and kind of see what you were thinking and see what the person you were with was thinking or anyone else that had seen it. So
I always like to eavesdrop if I can after a performance. People ask me what I think as an actor about it. But I'll also be interested to, if I could, eavesdrop in the intermission to see if they think, where's it going at this point?
yeah, totally. Yeah. And I also find it, like, you know, when you're watching something, you're kind of guessing along. Yeah, and just trying to figure it out. Yeah, I'm sure. Especially someone that knows this play so well, too, because you've done it twice now.
Yeah.
So when is it?
We open on the 15th of August, where we run it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for 1 week, and the same thing the next week. So it runs from the 15th to the 25th of August.
Yeah, so you get a lot of chances to see it.
8 performances.
Yeah, which is a nice amount.
Yeah.
And then what about tickets? How do you get them?
Right, you can get them online at Theatre Nova, or you can get them through our own website, which is Mind the Gap Lux, all one word, mindthegaplux.com. And everything's on there.
And this is a Theatre Nova. It's at their space.
We're a guest production in their space. Their season ended with their last play, Stargazers, in fact last week, and we moved in, or we're moving in soon to put our set up. And we take those slots when they're not actually producing.
Yeah. Which is nice that they, because I know I've been talking to someone else that is doing the same sort of thing that you're doing. So it's like a nice, you don't need your own place, you just kind of rent space from them.
And the good thing about Theatre Nova, amongst many other things, is free parking.
Oh yeah, that's always a plus.
In Anaheim,
yeah.
Especially at the weekends, yeah.
So why should people come see this show?
Well, I would say, not just because you'll get to know Harold Pinter, but it's, there's a strong cast, and we feel that we're able to bring something along that, you know, is pretty unique. All theatre is, of course, but I think I'm really pleased that our set is going to take you into an English guest house on the south coast, and you'll feel I managed to obtain some real neat pieces of furniture.
Oh yeah, are they 60s too?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, mid-50s, 1950s, late 50s.
Yeah,
and I'm so pleased, you know, to be able to put up a good set, because I think part of our identity is that we've tried to produce good working sets for people to look at, you know.
Yeah, I mean, that's all part of it.
Helps the actors to immerse. So they should come and see it for many reasons, but for those. And we've built a reputation now, and we're hoping, you know, we'll keep that going.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we'll break a leg.
No, thank you.
For more on this and other programs, visit a2gov.org/CTN. Visit youtube.com/CTN Ann Arbor to see all that we have to offer, and remember to like, comment, and share. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time to FYI.